Okay, who here hasn't been to space?
Why?
You better not throw up on my ship.
Approaching jump in 3, 2, 1.
So, since WandaVision, for me, I have been hype for the Agatha series. Way before, the casting details and the rumors of what the show was going to revolve around and things like that. I have been really excited for the Agatha series. 1, because of seeing her in WandaVision. 2, because of Catherine Hahn bringing what she brings to any role she portrays.
Bravo.
And then 3, the connections to the wider Marvel universe that Agatha Harkness herself has, and the way that the direction, and we're going to get into it in these rumors and things that I can't wait to talk about, the connections that the MCU is trying to make with Agatha, or that, it's accurate to the comics, but things that they are making with Agatha, the direction we're going with Agatha. This is going to be really, really fun. Like I said, it is one of my most anticipated. And like I said, it looks like from what's coming out, we got Jodie Comer. We've got Aubrey Plaza, she just joined the Agatha Coven, House of Coven series, and she's going to be playing a villain in the series. She's going to be playing a villain. And, well, let me read what Deadline had to say. This is coming from Deadline. They said Aubrey Plaza, who is currently starring in season 2 of HBO's The White Lotus, has been tapped for a role opposite Catherine Hahn and Joe Locke in Agatha Coven of Chaos, Marvel's upcoming WandaVision spin-off series for Disney+. It goes on to say details about Plaza's role are being kept under wraps, but she is believed to be playing a villain opposite Hahn and Locke. A rep for Marvel declined comment. Hahn is reprising her role as WandaVision's bad gal, Agatha, in the series. Emma Caulfield Ford is also going to reprise her role as Dottie from WandaVision. So, like I said, it's interesting because Joe Locke is the interesting part for me. Like, I like Aubrey Plaza too, and what she's going to be doing, especially if she's playing a witch too. Obviously, she's probably going to be
it's just
playing,
right up her alley.
Yeah.
She's gonna be dry as fuck.
Oh my goodness.
Sarcastic as shit.
But Joe Locke. Well, hold on. Before we get to Joe Locke, we also have heard that this is going to be a 9-episode limited series, just like WandaVision. We've heard that Agatha within the MCU is going to start playing a wider role. She's going to be popping up like the Sam Jackson, or popping up like the name that escapes me, Thunderbolts.
Oh, Ross.
General
Ross.
No. What's her name? Come on, chat. What's her name? Shows up at the end of... Why is her name getting... She shows up at the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier. She's talking to U.S. agent.
Chat, come on.
So is it not Vanessa?
Valentine.
Valentine.
She's going... Agatha's going to be basically one of those type characters showing up, and she's going to be doing that on the side of the mystical type horror side of the MCU. She's going to be kind of the one recruiting for whatever it is they've got going on with the mystical horror side of the MCU. But again, Joe Locke excites me because it's what I've been so excited for, and that is the young fucking Avengers.
You've been talking about this shit for months, bro.
I have been talking, and I'm excited because remember, I think I just asked. Whatever the last live that we did, I asked, I wonder if they're going to wait for the two boys to age up, or are they going to actually,
I know.
So Joe Locke excites me. And it excites me because, one, he's going to be in Agatha. And the rumor is he could be playing Agatha's son. But I'm going to lean more, or the rumor, that's two of the rumor, one half of the rumor. The other half is that he's playing Billy Kaplan. And for those that do not know, Billy Kaplan and Tommy Shepard, they are reincarnated versions of Billy and Tommy Maximoff, but born to different families. Obviously, they look exactly alike, but born to different families in New York City. So and they are obviously a part of the Young Avengers. So it goes on. Let me make sure I have this right. And that was also after House of M. That all that happened. After Wanda realized that her kids were not real. She went ballistic, and everything happened, and the events the way that happened in House of M, and then played into WandaVision the way that they made it happen, their version of House of M. But like I said, we see that. So one of the things, this is also one of the rumors here from The Watcher. The Watcher is one of the newer guys on the scene, kind of like My Time to Shine Hello and some of those other credible insiders out there. But he came out and said that Billy is also going to be the Demiurge, and if you know from the comics, that's Loki in the Young Avengers comics. Kid Loki talks to him and he tells him that you're the Demiurge. So we should be possibly seeing, because at one point in the comics, I mean that's the catalyst for the whole Children's Crusade. That's also the rumor is that Marvel is taking adaptations, or they're going to adapt some of Children's Crusade into Agatha to further push Children's Crusade. Because as I've been saying, you look at the kids in the MCU right now.
Right. You
look at what's going on. It looks like we've got a lot of cosmic type beings that are going to be a part of the MCU's Young Avengers, because Billy, if he is going to be the Demiurge, he's one of, that's at one point Billy is one of the strongest the Demiurge is one of the strongest characters in Marvel comics. So you've got Billy, Wiccan, whichever one you want to call him, being there. You've got America Chavez, who Wanda did say is not even what she say. She's a cosmic. What'd she call her? Supernatural being.
A supernatural being.
You got Love hanging out with Thor from Thor: Love and Thunder, that was literally created and brought back to life by eternity.
Yeah.
That and then you've got some heavy hitters so far on, and you're gonna have Cassie. You're gonna have oh girl, why am I blanking on names today? Hawkeye.
Haley.
Kate Bishop.
Yeah, Kate. You're gonna have Cassie. You're gonna have Kate. You're going to have Miss Marvel.
Every time I go to read something is when you will lose your train of thought, so I don't hear the last word you said. So I'm like,
no, that was gonna be my next comment too. Is like, how much do you think they were gonna bring in, Children's Crusade into Agatha, if she is gonna be the one kind of being the recruiter in this saga?
She's going to be recruiting for the mystical horror side. So, but more for the Young Avengers. I wonder if they are going to. I don't know if they play on this or not. But Vision is the failsafe. Mm-hmm. Vision has that failsafe that if the Avengers do go down, he will go out and the failsafe program will go out and collect their children or whatever or more heroes to take on that Avenger role. So I don't know if they play into that with Vision Quest. I don't know if I just don't know. Maybe I'm overreaching at that point, but I don't know if you play into that with Vision Quest. But like I said, seeing Joe Locke in there,
it's exciting though.
It is exciting because again, and something also that we know about Kid Loki. That's another one that's going to be a part of that. We know that. After Loki Season 2, Kid Loki is going to permanently be in Earth 616.
Right.
Furthering building that roster for the Young Avengers. You've also got Patriot in Falcon and Winter Soldier with Elijah.
Yeah.
You've got who's some of the other kids in this?
Kate Bishop's going to be in there.
Are we going to get Hulkling?
Well, we're hearing conflicted reports on Hulkling, if they're going to do Hulkling, if they're not going to do Hulkling. And at this time, Scar is this has come out. This is from the writers of She-Hulk. Scar is 17. So do you replace Hulkling with Scar at that point?
Right. Yeah.
I don't know what they.
I was about to say, because Scar looked pretty older in that last episode. Like he looked like he was
Ironheart, Riri Williams.
Yeah.
Can we get an Iron Lad?
Yeah, are they going to do Iron Lad? That would be two. I mean, I guess sure. Why not?
Yeah.
It would fit in with the current story they're telling.
Yeah, so I mean, you've got all these characters and all this stuff leading up to this, and I mean, and then again, you look at how Children's Crusade and how Agatha, if Agatha House of Coven really does, or Coven of Darkness really does play into Children's Crusade like they're saying it is. That when Billy started really coming into his powers and he started going crazy like his mother did, it forced the world and the Avengers to go out and find Wanda. Where Wanda's currently missing in the MCU. We don't know where the hell Wanda is. Right. So that plays into that story to where they're like, okay, we need to figure out where's Wanda so she can calm her fucking child down.
Where's his mama at?
And then where do we find Wanda in Children's Crusade? With Dr. Doom.
Oh.
No, not yet. No.
She's
she's married to Dr. Doom at that point.
Scene where he's
So that's what I'm saying. We know that Dr. Doom plays a role in Secret Wars. Obviously, the Nate Moore lie that he was never going to be in Wakanda forever. Okay, sure. But he's still somewhere looming in the MCU right now.
Right.
Could we see a missing Wanda show up with Dr. Victor Von Doom in...
Possibly.
And I'm not saying he's going to show up in like not in the Agatha series. I'm not saying that. I'm saying furthering outside of the Agatha series. Could this lead into all of that stuff? Because Wanda's even rumored to show up in the Agatha series, and I just love I love the magical, mystical side of Marvel. I think it was very well done. I thought WandaVision, again, it's my favorite project that they've done as far as the series and the things that they've introduced. I just think it's brilliant. I think it'd be beautiful to see again.
WandaVision was very
playing into those stories.
Thought out for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, Agatha's just you've got to start establishing your big names that exist, right? Yeah. No, is Agatha always hanging out and jumping at everyone's comic and really active? Right. No. But she's a big name that has gone to a lot.
I was about to say, she's not in a... Right. She's
an ancient witch. She's powerful. She is very knowledgeable. She can control a lot of... I always throw out Franklin Richards, right? She can control the boy that can literally fucking manipulate reality.
Right.
So, I mean, they need to establish her. She's a great way to bring them in.
She is very vital. She is. She's not in a lot of
I just think a lot of people saw her or even heard of her for the first time in WandaVision. And, the song they did that was Agatha all along, whatever. So that's some people's introduction. Why do I want to see just the chick that was
That's why I think a lot of people aren't excited for Agatha.
In it, when it's no, you don't understand how involved Agatha is.
Not just that, the rumor that Sacha Baron Cohen's Mephisto is supposed to be in all of this. And Mephisto plays a role in the original Mephisto plays a role in with the twins, with Billy and Tommy. They are pieces of Mephisto. Right. That's what it was. Anyway, that's so yeah, that you've got that's supposed to be happening or with him showing up in that, but then like I said I was to kind of go back on what Loki in the comic told Billy is that he is the Messiah. He is supposed to be. He's the one that's going to fix how magic works across the universe, and it's going to ripple across time and dimensions and all this type of stuff. If they are really trying to boost Billy up to be that strong, I wonder what role that's going to play. That's what I was going to say about the Eternity Saga. Could the Young Avengers be building up to the Young Avengers to be they're one of the teams that has to help with the Eternity Saga, and how that plays into how the Eternity Saga plays into the Demiurge, plays into Billy.
Right.
That's
and I will kind of give the same trepidation because I got to keep 100 with what I said in the past about these series over specials, right? I don't know if I need 10 episodes of Agatha. Because this isn't.
If you're adapting Children's Crusade, you're going to have to tell this.
That is if they make this Children's Crusade versus this leads to Children's Crusade. You get what I'm saying? The difference there that goes back into. Do they have 10 episodes? If they're not, if this is because I feel like Children's Crusade will have its own title. It will have its own.
Yeah, I think
its
it will.
Own series.
But
so I'm saying, do you need the 10 episodes to get me there, or
the rumor is not that it's getting it there. The rumor is that the show is going to have adaptations of Crusade within it. That is not that the show is going to take us to Children's Crusade, but it's going to adapt it into the show itself. So if so, then I think yes, you do have to have 9 episodes. And like I said too, if the rumors are true and you're adding Mephisto in here, we don't know what role Mephisto is going to be playing in this show. Right. If that's true, how big of a role is Mephisto playing? How many episodes is Mephisto going to be in?
But if I'm just basing it off She-Hulk, though, right? Let's say they have Mephisto in it, just like they said, Daredevil's going to be in it. And then they wait till towards the end and you see Mephisto. I just don't think. I'm still not sure if 10 episodes is
or She-Hulk.
I'm just not sure if 10 episodes is what this series needs.
Maybe.
I think I'm just biased because I think I need 10 episodes of Catherine Hahn and Aubrey Plaza, but that's just me. But I mean, I understand what you're saying. Do we need 10 episodes? To
tell this story.
To tell this story, and I think it really depends on where they're going with it. I think if they're going to adapt Children's Crusade in it, I think it is vital to have 10 episodes because that's so much
But not just that either. Just you've got.
But I just think you're
going
also
to be
getting
touching
into
on
a
the
lot
mystical
of
side of the MCU. Yes, we've been touching on the magic side, but this is going to be diving into that darker magic side.
Yeah.
We don't,
right.
know.
But look at it from a regular fan standpoint and not a us standpoint. You know, with Agatha, you get into that. You get into Children's Crusade. If they bring Mephisto, then you get into Ghost Rider, and you get into other things.
You're saying
an average person being like an Agatha, the side
but
villain.
you want to know what draws the average fan there? Catherine Hahn.
Yeah.
She is a known face outside of Marvel.
Right.
Like, especially the comedy stuff she plays in, where the Millers, when she plays in, help me out with some other things that Catherine Hahn plays in. When,
We're the Millers, she played in,
God, there's so Step Brothers.
Step Brothers.
There's so many things that.
She's so fucking funny and stuff. I just
God,
put
there's
together
so many.
that's who that is.
There's so many things that. That's what I'm saying. You know the face, but not everybody knows the name. But everybody knows Catherine Hahn's face. So when you see like when I saw Catherine, because I'm a Catherine Hahn fan, so when I found out she was playing Agatha, and then how brilliantly, like
she
the twist,
it,
was the twist. When she made that twist, she was like, "You thought you were the only magical girl in town."
But it's crazy because I remember watching it and I was like, why do I have a feeling this one is going to be the one that gives me the plot? But just because like you said, I've known her from outside sources and I know her work and I know what she likes to do. So when she got on the screen, I was excited because I'm like, I feel like she's going to bring something more than just the neighbor next door, because it's Catherine Hahn.
And I guarantee you, when they start doing the promotions for this,
Right.
And like
I'm
you said,
just
it's
seeing
dark.
a lot of the comments here are
oh no,
like,
everybody's been
idea.
no, everyone's been. That's what I love about being the fucking underdog.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, but what I'm seeing more than anything is it isn't. Oh fuck this series! This series isn't going to go well. What I'm seeing a lot of is who asked for this.
That's what everyone is saying on Twitter. But you know what? Who asked for a WandaVision series?
Exactly, and we got it.
Who asked for WandaVision? Tell me after Endgame who was like, God, we sure do need a Wanda and Vision show. Tell me.
True, because I'm not gonna lie. When they first bust out WandaVision, I was like, this is interesting.
No one was like, so that's what I'm saying. Who asked for it? But at the end of the day,
I think there were more people that were being like, nobody asked for this, but hey, it's Wanda and Vision from Endgame. After Endgame, I want to know that was going to further the MCU for the first time since Endgame, right?
Yeah, it was going to further the MCU for the first
time. So it
had
had different draw to it, and I'm not saying it's going to be a bad series. I'm just saying I am cautious about them doing these long-winded series, and I do think Agatha's the character, a bit of an unknown character to a lot of people.
She is. So is everybody from Phase 4 that they just did. Mm-hmm. But I think that when you've got a character like Agatha, when you can play on that magic and horror side of the MCU, when you've got all this shit that Agatha can do, if the rumors are true, you're introducing Marvel's Satan, Mephisto, and you knowing how Sacha Baron Cohen is, knowing what he can bring to a role. Mm-hmm. People are already in. You still got Elizabeth Olsen, Wanda showing up in the series.
Right.
People are already intrigued with what the hell is going on with Wanda's kids.
Right.
Here's an older version of him. I think the draw is there. I really do. Maybe the draw is not Agatha, but people tune in to see, well, why is Wanda in this? I thought she died in Multiverse of Madness.
Right.
Well, that's Wanda's son, but older. Well, where's Tommy? Tommy's not in this. Tommy and Billy don't make cross paths until Children's Crusade.
Right.
Mephisto's been rumored for how long? Mm-hmm. People have been like, when's Mephisto coming? People even thought from No Way Home with the devil horns on Peter that, oh, there's a Mephisto. People are eager for Mephisto. So I think take Agatha out of it. If people aren't excited for Agatha, I think the draw is some of the other parts of it. Then you slowly fall in love with Agatha.
With Agatha and her story.
As the story progresses, the fans could be like, oh my gosh, oh, well, Agatha this, right? I think if you didn't fall in love with this character in WandaVision, okay, to each his own, it's subjective. I fell in love with her in WandaVision. That's just me. Just me.
I did, and that's what made me go even deeper into WandaVision comics, and like I didn't realize how big of a role Agatha was in Wanda until I saw the show, and then I was like, oh well, let me go read the comics, and I was like, oh shit, Agatha's.
Yeah, no, Agatha
and
plays a big role with Wanda.
Sorry, last comment. If you need this to be, I think it's exciting too because with Multiverse of Madness, when it first came out, you know, the whole big thing was Marvel's getting dark. We're not happy-go-lucky anymore. Like, we're getting into other sagas, other multiverses, other things outside of 616. So things are going to get dark. Things are going to get creepy. Things are going to get weird. So I think bringing this series to this phase, I think it's cool, and I think it's going to add to that, because I hope it's dark. I hope it's what they have it in the comics.
Yeah, no, Agatha, I think it'll be a great series. I've been excited for it. Been excited for it. But, you know, as always, questions for you guys. Let us know down below in the comments what you guys are thinking about the Agatha series. Are you excited for it? Obviously, some of you are not excited for it, but I can promise you right now, Agatha will get excited for it. If I'm wrong on this one with Marvel, I'll take that L. I can take my L's. I can take my L's, but I'm telling you, I have a real good feeling about the Agatha series. I have such a good feeling about
this one.
Hey, quit being so nice to him. You said last comment if you need this to be.
I really
I just
am.
don't shut the fuck up. At one point, he'll like, okay, now I'm going to end it between Trey ranting.